Hello and happy Halloween. Anyways, it's Wednesday, October 31st. Just got back from the school because my daughter had a NJROTC thing where she got exemplary, I can't say that word for some reason, performance award. Go B. So I'm just sitting down. I know you can see my charts in the background, but I didn't realize till recently when I have this camera up, you can't see them moving. So we can see what happened. What I anticipated of the push to the downside never happened. It just kept pulling back, finally pushed through like, woo, giant to the upside, right? And now it's coming back down. So let's look at this a little bit closer. My dogs are outside wanting to eat the people who are picking the pecans out of the tree behind my house. So, let's see what's going on here. Well, it's pulled down to an area for the push back up. We've got the higher pivot here, but we're not having, let's see, there's a higher pivot here in the MACDs, still strong down here, just beginning to slow down. On the 4181, we had strong pull back in, big pop, and now the MACDs have kind of come to a stop. So this was a good signal for the push back up right into here, but now we're coming in that little bit of a space stuck between a rock and a hard place. So while my dogs are outside being murderous beasts, I am going to probably step away for about another 30 minutes and let this work itself out. What I anticipate is this to push back up now. We did come off of some divergences here, but this is such a strong move up. You don't typically see it fly to the upside and then fly back down. So this is probably going to give us some moves to the upside, maybe pull up, show some divergence, come back down, give a W pivot, and I'll just kind of do a little draw in here. If I can grab this, it's out of the zone, so it's not. Come down, come back up, come back down, and then go back up, something maybe like that. And in the MACDs, what we'll see happen is probably come down, come back up, bounce off of this zero line, come down, and boom. Maybe even give us some more divergence here to turn it around after that. So that's my prediction. Is it going to be right? I don't know. But I got to stop this dog from barking before I lose my mind. So, and get a few things together before I come back to this. Now, in a strong trending market, we do tend to have more divergences show up because the MACDs are trying to catch up. Here's the pullback. This is where I'm thinking about a short trade. Maybe something like this to pull back to the area. It's only given one signal, which is right here. And the MACDs are still moving up. So it definitely would have been an entry area. All right, now as we're pulling back into the next spot that's been holding, it would be hard to hold through it. Now we can see breaking through this bottom Bollinger Band. There's still 500 ticks left. Thinking this has got more of a capability to go down than up, but I'm gonna wait. It's set up still here to go long. Bars are trying to push down and this is still just going up. Seeing what happens here, like it did here. Looking at the 1597, which is my trading chart. Watching this last BB. Looking at this reversal bar, as long as in this 178 ticks this doesn't push back up, which it could. I like the fact that this is breaking down below. This is much easier to work with when it's moving slower than faster. go ahead and take it. If it brings me back into the area and gives me another short, I'll look for it. But this tiny little reversal bar right here got me a little on edge. Oh, let me turn these off too. It's kind of silly, huh? This is the one thing that I struggle with and that I work with, is not taking this quick signal. I was looking right into the eyes of these MACDs going, this is going down further, but I've reached my first area and it's given me a signal to exit. And I took it. 2 points, still not bad. Yeah, here's would have been my next signal, so I would have exited here too. It's gonna take a lot of work for these to push down. Here's the difference between reading those signals. I'll be honest with you, it made me a little nervous going back against such a strong move to the upside. And so that's why I exited early. And not just early, but waited for him to pull back a little bit. So lost a little bit of profit on the exit. Prepared for long because it's right here at the spot for it. I'm just looking here. This may just give us a hard push down. Really want my wrist back here. So this is about as high as I can go to enter right now. How long these bars are. I wanted to just get in that one, which would have given my risk back behind here. And there you go. That high where the divergence was. I don't want my risk any higher than this right here. Pull up and grab me. Actually, I'm going to go up one more tick. Didn't necessarily have the bar patterns that I like to look for on the higher tick charts, but it did on the lower. All right, so my first sign of a slowdown to me, I waited for the look on my 610, the reversal bar, and just one BB slowing down. I do have the 0 line here. Can it keep going? Yeah, but let's look at what's happening. We're making these higher major pivots. So that was what I took a break for, because instead of just seeing that first little, oh my goodness, it slowed down right here, and go ahead and take the exit. Now, can this keep going? I do believe it can. Breaking of this bottom Bollinger Band here will be pretty significant, but it hasn't done it yet. Okay, that's why I took the break, because my mind was not in the right place. I was a little frustrated with myself with the first exit, second exit. Much happier. So I'm really not sure what happened, and I've changed to my headphones, which means I don't know how the sound quality is going to be, but there are people home in my house now, which means there's a lot of noise going on in the other room because the TV stays on 24/7. It was probably a good thing that it shut off because I was really being pretty harsh on myself. That first trade that I took, I think I beat myself up about it just a little bit. And then I went and took a break. I came back to it and I took that next trade and really paid attention. So a lot of times my first trade is a loss, if not cut too short. And that's a lot. It's up here. It's all it is. Because I understand how it works. I know how to read it. But what I choose to look at is what can hinder me sometimes. So if I choose to look at that little tiny, just little tiny movement, it just tends to kick me in the boo-boo. Anyways, so, I went back, did the second trade, 2 trades, 4 exits, 7.7.5. So no complaints. Just pay attention to what's going on around you, and as I tell myself every day, don't sweat the small stuff. I mean, sometimes the small stuff can add up, and it's good to know that it's there, but giving it all your attention can keep you from looking at the bigger picture. So, that's all I got for you today, guys. Hope everybody has a wonderful Wednesday, and happy Halloween to you kids. Hope I kept y'all on the profitable side.